week. You can't get your breath. It's embarrassing. You can't go out. You never know when it's going to hit you. So 4 weeks later, on a Friday night, I got an instant miracle from my lungs.
And I was hit from behind, and the car spun 180 degrees into the car in front of me. Within moments, I would no longer been on this earth. The fire chief did come over to the ambulance, and he said, "Someone upstairs is looking out for you, sir."
Welcome to our Grace family. I'm Reverend Steve Millar, a minister here at Grace Cathedral, and this is my lovely wife, Kathy. On today's program, we have a married couple from Grace Cathedral, and they're going to share all that God has done for them and how they received wonderful miracles.
Welcome to the program, Chuck and Beverly.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you with us today.
Thank you.
And we're excited to hear all the wonderful things that God has done in your lives. And we're going to start with you, Beverly. First off, how did you come to Grace Cathedral?
Well, I came to Grace through TV. I found the Grace Cathedral through TV. I actually had a sickness with my lungs at work. I was at a place, I was in an office, but there was a lot of chemicals and fumes. Didn't know that it was ruining both of my lungs. And I was told if I'm not putting bread and butter on the table to quit my job. So I did in 2 weeks. So I gave him a 2-week notice. So when that happened, I thought, well, I'll put the TV on, see what's on the news. And that's when I found Reverend.
And how long ago was this?
Oh, that's been about 33 years ago, quite a while. And
that probably was not by accident that you tuned into the program that day.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't. I believe, honestly, this sounds a little strange, but I take that sickness as a blessing because it just changed both of our lives and everything. I mean, I felt blessed that I was able to have that and be home to find Reverend, or else I would have never found him.
Right, because it caused you to look for a miracle.
Right.
Were you going to church at the time, or?
Oh, yes. Yes, I was born into another denomination, attended it my whole life. We were married in that church and still attending. But I just did not feel that we were getting fed. I just, something was lacking. And then I got sick, and then it was all,
So when you started watching the program, you realized this is different.
Oh, yes.
There's more than what I've been raised on and what I've been taught in the church I grew up in.
Right.
And no doubt the Holy Spirit was drawing you through that TV program. So what happened next?
Well, Reverend said, well, I decided I was going to watch it every day. But he was preaching on the fact that you had to get ready. You had to prepare yourself for a miracle. And I thought, prepare yourself for a miracle. How do you do that? I mean, the church I went to, we knew of miracles, never saw any. And so I thought, well, how do you prepare yourself for a miracle? And then the next phase was you have to set your time. Excuse me. So I said, okay, I'm going to give myself 4 weeks. I set my time. And I watched the show every day, and I did a little bit of fasting, and I started to read the Bible, of which I never did before. They never really taught us that in church. And so 4 weeks later, on a Friday night, I went to the other cathedral on Canton Road, and I got an instant miracle from my lungs. Instant.
So did you go up before the man of God, Reverend Angeli, to receive prayer? Is that what happened?
I did. I went up for prayer, and I told him the situation, that both of my lungs, through testing, because I had gone to different hospitals and testing and one thing and another, and they said both of my lungs were badly affected. They had me on medications that didn't make the symptoms any better, didn't make me feel any better. I knew that I had to get a miracle.
Was this condition permanent? before you got your miracle? I mean, did the doctor say that there's no cure for this?
Oh, no, they never really said that. They just gave me medication, and they said, take these inhalers, take this, take that. And I had side effects from the medication. Didn't make me feel any better. My life wasn't any better. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't go anywhere. I would cough so hard that I just thought I was gonna cough a lung up. I mean, you can't stop, you can't get your breath. It's embarrassing, you can't go out. You never know when it's gonna hit you.
So you're in bondage, really.
I was, and I mean, it wasn't just like maybe once a day. I mean, it was like all day. I was even embarrassed to go sit in my backyard on the patio when I was off work, when I quit my job, because I'd cough so hard. I thought, oh, these neighbors are gonna think, what is wrong with her?
And that has to be exhausting too,
Oh,
to be
it
coughing
was.
like that all
It
the
was.
time.
It was.
Yeah, but God really moved. You got prayer. And what happened after the prayer?
Well, then I decided I'm going to start going to church here. So I would go to my church where we both belonged. I would go on Saturday evening, come here on Sunday, and that happened for quite a while before I finally we finally made the break. We thought we can't do this. We either believe in it and we're going to do it all the way, or we're not going to do it at all. So, but then in the meantime, there were other miracles that Chuck needed, and God was there for all of us. And the other thing was too that Chuck smoked a pipe for years, and this smoke, especially if we were going in a car somewhere, the smoke just got to me where I would start choking. I said, Chuck, we're either going to have to drive separately if we go somewhere, or you are going to have to stop smoking. It's as simple as that.
So can you tell us, Chuck, on how you received your
Yes, well
deliverance?
then at that particular moment, I'm being concerned about my wife's health. I thought I've got to do something, but I also was drawn from the fact that I was addicted to some degree to smoking. So I needed help from someone,
Right.
So then she said, we're going to go see Reverend. So we then came to Grace Cathedral. I was prayed for, and immediately I never touched another pipe again, never smoked again.
Were you smoking for a long time, or?
Oh, I would say a good 10, 12 years.
Okay.
Good 10, 12 years.
And instantly you got your deliverance.
Correct.
That's
and,
wonderful.
I had no inclination as far as smoking again.
So no desire.
No desire whatsoever. And she was obviously happy over this.
Now, Chuck, I want to ask, when Bev got her miracle, what were you thinking during that time?
Well, I'm thinking, there's got to be something to this. There's got to be something to this. It's going through my mind, but you got to bear in mind, we were of a certain religion for a number of years.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she brought me into the church. She said, you've got to go. So
The wife knows
I came
best.
to church, and it was just amazing, the difference. I was so enlightened by coming to the church.
So what were you thinking when you walked in? I mean, what was
I thought,
your
well,
response?
this is going to be different. The third church that we had attended was so regimented, and it was structured. And here, everyone was hospitable. The church was hospitable. And I thought, this is really nice, So then, of course, after I got my prayer and was received the one blessing, then I thought, this is great. This is great.
You got to experience the reality of God and his miracles.
Correct.
And not everybody gets to experience that. There's so many people out in the world that don't even know that miracles are real, that they can have one if they'll just reach out
They definitely are.
to the Lord.
I can give you a few more, but that is definitely true. Miracles are
So your lives pretty much changed when you came here.
overnight, practically overnight.
Overnight.
And we've been coming to this church ever since. And Grace Cathedral is our second home.
Oh, well, we're glad you're a part of our family. Now,
Thank you.
I know you have a very exciting story to tell us about something that happened to you and how the Lord protected you, but we're going to take a quick break here. So friends, stay with us. We'll be right back.
When all of a sudden I came to, and I felt heat in the car, and I looked and the car was turning black, It had caught fire. So I did hear a voice from outside saying, "Sir, we've got to get you out of there. The car is going to explode."
Jody from Medina, Ohio shares this testimony. "A fantastic miracle I received was for a lump in my breast. I received prayer from Reverend Angley. He told me I would be just fine, and sure enough, the lump was completely gone."
Do you feel there is no way out of your situation?
In the natural, there's no way out. But God can make a way when there is no way.
Are you sick and the doctors have said there is nothing else they can do?
Your situation may seem impossible to you and to others, but in the eyes of God, that impossibility can become a possibility.
Give Jesus a chance and let Him set you free. We invite you to come to any of our services where you can receive your miracle or deliverance. What God has done for others, He can do for you too.
We're back with Chuck and Beverly, and Chuck's going to tell us how God really protected him and helped him through an accident that he had. Now, Chuck, could you let us know about this accident?
Sure. Several years ago, I was driving my small compact car on the Expressway South going downtown, and there was construction on the highway. ODOT was out with their trucks, and they had the traffic stopped. So I pulled up in the far left-hand lane and stopped and was sitting there for just a few moments when all of a sudden my head flew back and my car began spinning, and I was hit from behind, and the car spun 180 degrees into the car in front of me. Well, then it bounced off the car in front of me and then went right to the far right lanes. And at that time, I blanked out for a few moments when all of a sudden I came to and I felt heat in the car, and I looked and the car was turning black. It had caught fire and the smoke was billowing in the car. I couldn't see anything. So I did hear a voice from outside saying, "Sir, we've got to get you out of there." Well, I didn't know what to do. So I tried to open the door. The door was jammed as a result of the accident. I then attempted to roll the window down. It came down approximately 1 inch. It wouldn't go any further. So then he got his hand in and he forced the window down. And he said, "We've got to get you out of here. The car's going to explode." So immediately I'm reaching for my seatbelt. I got my seatbelt unfastened. And you got to appreciate this. It's in total darkness.
Because of all the smoke.
Because of the smoke. Well, I finally got up and got my feet up by the steering wheel. And of course, I was aching because my body had gone into the steering wheel and my head into the dashboard.
And this was a small car.
A small compact car. So he pulled me through the window, and all I remember is my arm around his neck, and he's pulling me across the highway. And we get across one lane and the car explodes. And I heard this large muffled sound. So I just glanced over my right shoulder and it was just one big orange flame. The car was going up. So he laid me down on the far left lane, and he then said, "You're going to be fine. Help is coming." He then jumped the guardrail and left going in the northbound lane. I found this out from a witness who was there. He said, "This man saved your life, laid you down, and then he left." It had to be an angel. I'm thinking to myself, this had to be an angel.
Pretty much.
And so I'm there, and then the next thing I knew, I was in the ambulance, and the fire chief did come over to the ambulance, and he said, "Someone upstairs is looking out for you, sir." He said, "Your car is totally gone." And it burned the tires. It was just totally gone. And
Did your life flash before you?
While I was in the car, and this happened obviously just in a few moments, but it seemed like much longer as my life revealed before me. From my childhood, I've seen various stages of my life. I seen my parents who had passed away many, many years ago. I seen my high school. I seen my wedding and my beautiful wife coming down the aisle. All of this scrolled by me. And it seemed like it was forever, but it was just a few moments, because I was out of there where they said within 5 minutes, the car exploded, according to the fire chief. So it definitely was a blessing from God, and this was a miracle angel that came to my rescue.
Right. If it wasn't for that man pulling you out of the car, you would have exploded with that car.
Another 25 seconds, the fire chief said, I would have gone up with the car.
Right.
And afterwards, I attempted to find out who this person was. I wrote to the local newspaper. I asked him to come forward if he would. I wanted to show my appreciation, because, within moments, I would no longer been on this earth. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I never did get a response. So I was inclined at that particular time that this was definitely an angel that came to my rescue. And I'm forever grateful for that.
And one day when you're in heaven, you might meet that angel and say, I pulled you out of that car.
I'd be looking forward to that.
I just think it's wonderful how during that time, you were serving the Lord and this terrible accident happened. And did you have any fear during that time?
Yes and no. I knew that the Lord was with me, but you're there and your emotions are just going every which way. You're laying there, and I was unconscious for a few moments, and I came out of this with very few. I had bruises. Mm-hmm. I forgot my hair. It singed the back of my head. My hair was burned off the back of my head.
Wow.
And it took a
Because
while
all
to
the
grow
heat
back
and everything.
because of the heat and the flames. And I look back on it now, and I think when you come that close to death,
that car had been going pretty fast.
They estimated it was
like
going 55 to 60 mile an hour. She claimed in the report that she didn't see me. Mm-hmm. And of course, it was made it difficult because she was foreign. She couldn't speak English. They had to get an interpreter to get information out of her. Mm-hmm. But it was a harrowing experience. But thank God.
But it lets you know that God is there for you regardless.
Yes.
He's there to protect you.
Yes.
And when you're serving the Lord, He's there. He can send His angels to watch over you. And even the sinner too, people have experienced help.
Yes, angel help.
Yes, it's amazing that each time for months when I would drive the expressway, when I came to the spot, there was a 10 to 15 foot black spot on the pavement. The burn pavement was prevalent for months and months. Then after a while, I decided to take an alternate route when I went downtown so that I wouldn't see it anymore. But it shows that God can be with you.
Oh, absolutely.
And He can send His angels to look after you.
Yes. And now, Beverly, when you heard the news that your husband had been in an accident, what happened for you?
Well, I was at work at the time, so I immediately left and went to the ER. And I was waiting, and they said the doctor wanted to speak to me in a little room off to the side, and I thought that doesn't sound good. And so as they were directing me down the hallway to the room, I saw my husband's pant leg, and he was knocked out of one of his shoes. And I saw the other shoe, and I said, well, there's my husband there. And they said, no, that's not your husband. And so I thought, well, okay. So we went down the hall, and the doctor was in there, and he says, well, I have some news that your husband didn't make it through this accident. And I said, so at that time I didn't know. I thought, well, maybe he really was expired and laying, on that cot there. And I said, and then I was just so taken back by all of it. And then someone came into the room and whispered to him, there was 2 accidents on the expressway that day.
Simultaneously.
And the other accident had a fatality, and they got the 2 people mixed up. So yeah, so that was.
But you went from despair to complete joy when you found
Yes.
out that he had made it through,
Yeah.
and God had protected him.
Yeah.
And miracles are real. Angels are real.
Yes, they are.
And the power of God is real. And I know that you have more miracles to share, Beverly. Do you want to share another
Sure, I'd be
miracle
happy
with us?
to. I've had a lot of miracles, but really I think the big one was the lung miracle, because it, like I say, it not only did I get a miracle, but it changed our lives. It
brought
changed
you in.
his. Yes, everything was changed. It was such
And
a
you brought
fantastic.
it, it brought you to our family.
Exactly, of which we're very grateful to be here. But another miracle was about 15 years ago, I was having bad lower back pain on the right side. And Reverend had always taught us, try to pray for yourself. And so I did, and it just kept getting worse to the point where I couldn't lay in bed, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't sit, I couldn't lay. I thought, I didn't know if it was my spine or really what it was. I didn't go to the doctor. I depend on miracles. So got myself ready again. I did some fasting, and on Friday night I went to, and I wasn't real sure. This is back when they still had ambulances as opposed to the EMT vans. You had private I thought, I don't think I can get in the car to get to church. I can't sit. I can't. I think I'm going to have to call an ambulance, but I got to get to church. Well, by the grace of God, he got me in that car, and I was able to sit, and I was able to wait till it was time to go up on the platform in front of Reverend. I told him what the situation was, and just that day, the pain started to veer over to the left side. And he says, well, no doubt you have so much pain. He says, your right kidney has totally shut down, and it's moving on into your left kidney now. And I just broke down in tears. I was so happy. That I got that,
That
and
the Lord
he said
revealed.
that
through
he
the man of
revealed,
God.
and he says, and you're going home with 2 new kidneys.
Wow.
So,
a
yes,
miracle
so-
recreation.
Recreation.
Yes, that's wonderful.
And then I had another time where I went for a mammogram, and they found a large mass on my right breast. And
What did you think when they told you that? What was your initial thought?
about the mass?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my first thought was I have to get to church, and they sent me up for an ultrasound. They wanted to do an ultrasound, and I said, well, after Friday, I'll go. I have to get to church.
They probably didn't know why you were saying that.
Right. I just said, I said, next week. Give me some time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to church Friday night, and I was prayed for. Reverend prayed for me, and he told me to put my hand on my right breast, and I did. And he said, many people are healed of this disease. So I'm sure it was probably cancer.
Yeah.
I went back for my ultrasound, and they could not find a thing. They had me there, and a long time, and I go, why is this taking so long? And she goes, well, we're supposed to be seeing this mass, but we don't see anything. And I just smiled, and I said, okay. So,
You knew.
So it all went away.
yeah. So I've had many miracles, and I don't even begin to know how to thank God for it, other than the fact I feel very honored and privileged to be able to have in my life now all the options that I do. To have 3 wonderful, and you have prayed for me for miracles too, and I can't remember all of them, but you have prayed for me. Reverend Mockimer has prayed for me. We have wonderful ministers that are there to attend to our needs at any time.
Yes.
Have the ministry of angels. We have the blessed cloth that is prayed upon.
Yes.
I always have a blessed cloth with me.
Yes.
Always. If I don't need it, I have it there to pull out for someone else.
Right. That's great, because we always should carry, a blessed cloth around, just so that we can hand it to someone else and let them know that they can receive their miracle, and that, hey, I've received a miracle through the blessed cloth. You can too.
And so the ministry of angels, the blessed cloth, and it's just all fantastic.
Yes. Hey, Chuck, can you tell us a quick miracle?
Yes. several years ago, I was required to have bypass surgery. And as a result of the bypass surgery, I developed a blood clot in my lungs.
It's dangerous.
And I was in the hospital for 21 days because they were treating the blood clot. They wanted to be careful before they allowed me to go home. Well, then I was dismissed. We were on our way home. My wife was driving me home, and I lost all my mobility in my right hand, except my thumb. I couldn't move it. And so we got home. She said, "You're going to see the Reverend. You're going to ministry." So that night, we got dressed. We came to church. The Reverend prayed for me. And as he was praying for me, my fingers started moving. And I thought, this is amazing.
You're seeing a miracle right
just
before
in a
your
matter of hours,
And you probably needed help just to get dressed and everything.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And so we were forever grateful, and we know the Lord did this. And we're ever appreciative of that and the ministry.
And he was able to shake Reverend's hand after that. So that was, you know, his sign too that he had, because he couldn't do anything with his hand, and that was.
So you could grip it and everything?
Yes.
Yes, I couldn't move my
it.
hand, just my thumb, and I couldn't move it at all. There was no feeling in it whatsoever.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I recovered from that. So that was great.
Yes, well, we want to thank you both for being on the program today and sharing these wonderful testimonies. But friend, we have more to come, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
Jeremiah 32:27. Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?
My husband went back to drinking, and I knew if I left him, he would never make it. I had compassion, from such compassion in my heart, it was unbelievable. And I would just pray, Lord, just help me to endure and help me through it. Time came where he was dying. I want him home with me. I'll take care of him for as long as I can. Don't give up. Nothing's too hard for God.
Our Grace family is supported by viewers like you. Your donation is greatly appreciated. Your financial gift ensures that you and others like you can continue to hear and see what great things God is doing in the lives of others.
Friend, I hope this program has increased your faith in a great way. Well, the greatest miracle of all is the miracle of salvation. And I'd like to give you this opportunity right now to accept Jesus Christ into your heart. Pray with me and say, "Oh God, save my soul. Forgive me for my sins. Come into my heart, Jesus. Come on in, Jesus." Amen. Friend, if you meant that prayer, you have Jesus Christ in your heart. Come and be with us in the services, and God bless.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
We would love to hear from you. If you were encouraged or blessed by today's program, let us know. You can email us at ogf@thegracecathedral.org or write to us. This program has been made possible by the friends and partners of Ernest Angley Ministries.